A black athlete decides to quit. Why? Not because of competition, but because of racism, suffering racism from his own teammates. Put him up full mass. This is a hell of a story. Atlanta Black Star did a great job in reporting. Brock Williams, a football player whose dream was to play for a university in Illinois, had to hang up his jersey after enduring intense racial discrimination and hostility from the teammates he lived with. Williams set his sights on playing college football at NCAA Division III Aurora University after visiting the campus and learning about the team. What came next after he was admitted to the school this past August turned his dream on his head. He decided to live at his teammate's house to save time commuting to and from school, and said he was the only black person living in the household, where he quickly became the target of racist harassment. Quote, one of my teammates had called me the N-word and was like, "You better not go in my room," Williams said. He added that some of the players would pass off derogatory statements as jokes. Quote, another teammate I had of mine came in and was like, "What are you doing sleeping here? Don't you guys sleep in trees?" Williams recalled. In that moment, I knew it clicked, that he was calling me a monkey. Williams said that he even heard one remark referencing George Floyd that he took as a threat. Young Williams reported the harassment to the school. He told university officials that one of his teammates even warned him that, quote, some of the guys are racist, according to an investigative report. Quote, for the first time in my life, I felt like I could not protect my child. And I've never had the feeling before, Brock's mother, Aisha Williams, said. Quote, these boys, they're living their American dream while he's stuck, sad, afraid, hurt, and doesn't know his next move. The school concluded, quote, there is no evidence that Williams had any motivation to fabricate the allegations, and it is clear something significant happened. They're telling you he's a good kid. The university is telling you he's an honest and moral kid, but at the same time, not addressing the corruption that racism creates. No matter the discipline, the sport, the arena in professional industry, racism is corrupt. Why? Because the system itself decides to create a bias based on skin color, which means no fairness can exist in the system, making the system corrupt. The university sent a statement. WLS News had a statement in response to the inquiry. Quote, Aurora University is deeply committed to fostering a safe, respectful, and inclusive community where every student feels valued and supported. We take any allegations of misconduct extremely seriously. While federal law prevents the university from sharing details about specific student or employee matters, including internal investigations or outcomes, the university follows established policies and procedures when reviewing and evaluating reports such as these to ensure an expeditious and thorough review. Every report is carefully reviewed and investigated in accordance to these policies, and appropriate and responsive action is taken whenever policy violations are found. So in the end, Williams left the team. All right, he left the team and the school altogether, and all without ever playing one single game. Quote, sometimes at night, just lying in bed, like asking myself, am I enough? Like, did I deserve this? Williams said. His family says they're planning to take legal action against the school. My heart goes out to this young man and his family. And I hope he sees this. I hope he understands how much of a leader he already has become. His moral character has illuminated this whole situation. The strength and the courage that he possesses in order to even come forward to say something like this is amazing. The beautiful thing is this: that young man is my future leader. That young man is your future leader. And the future is all right. I want to say this about HBCUs in particular and why they are so important. Aurora University is obviously not an HBCU, historically Black college or university. The reason why HBCUs are so important is because they validate an individual who may be Black and confused because of a racist America. They make you feel like you have some roots. You have a connection, you have a center, you have a core, you have a belief in yourself because you didn't have years of somebody attempting to rip belief out of you. So I highly encourage this young man to continue moving forward in whatever he chooses, whatever puts a smile on your face, young brother. Tackle it, no pun intended, with vigor, knowing that every table is designed for you to be at. All right, Jamie, thoughts here?
I applaud him because I'm sure on his participation in athletics for the university was going to be a boon for their economics. So they were going to make money off of his performance. Was it football?
Yeah.
They were going to make money off his performance on the football team more often than not. And so good for him for denying them, exploiting him. The statement that this university released saying that they're deeply committed to establishing inclusivity or whatever the BS answer sound just like the statement that the hospital released when kicking that woman out on the street. So whenever you get caught, not that the school was directly, they didn't directly call it, wasn't like a faculty member, but institutions that do the thing that they say they're doing don't get in situations like this. So if you were committed to preserving inclusivity and beating down racism, we would not be in this situation. Yeah. So to say it after you've had a young athlete withdraw himself from participating because he experienced racism. So to then say, well, we're committed to blah, 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 is utter bunk. Do it before you get caught.
Yeah.
Make all these children feel like they belong here before you get caught.
And make sure that you don't hide behind federal law when citing policy. Federal law does not prohibit you from citing policy on bullying at all. You can cite it clearly and proclaim it loudly, how you all would treat the situation hypothetically. All right, we'll bring you updates as they come.